Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back. Today's going to be day 2 of our video lessons. So, as it was yesterday, I'm going to assume that you guys already did the warm-ups. Make sure you guys are doing those. I know that you guys are definitely capable of doing all these warm-ups, but you want to make sure that you're doing them to A, make sure you're keeping your strength up, B, make sure that you're getting warmed up so when we're doing class, you're not hurting yourself, getting sore, tearing your muscles and stuff like that, because unfortunately I'm not there to watch to make sure you're being safe, so you definitely have to make sure that you're doing all this. And lastly, because you gotta embrace the suck somehow. Today what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some basics. Everybody can do these. We're going to just jump right in, nice and easy. So make sure you find a spot where you got some room on your floor, where your pets who won't leave you alone decide that they will leave you alone maybe. We're going to start off nice and easy. If you want to add in the circle steps, add in the circle steps. I'm not going to add in the circle steps because I am videoing and it gets super complicated. So, from here, start off like Dutch, upper body basic, number 1A. And I'm just going to do this a little bit too. If you've got if you know what the answer is, feel free to call it out, okay? I'm going to call it, or I'm going to say the basic. If you know it, my green belts and above, you should be calling out loud what it is, maybe the Japanese word if you're feeling really ambitious, and we'll go from there. So I'll give a little pause just so that everybody's got a chance. All right, so 1A is lunge punch. So we're going to put, we'll start with Haikadachi. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sich, hachi, ku, ju. Good. Make sure when you're doing these, if you got a mirror or something you can watch in, your punch is coming out straight. Now, if you're a purple belt or higher, you definitely want this pop. So start working on getting that little pop. There's a little bit of a recoil action at the end of it. Okay, we call it Shiage, hence the name of the school. So it comes, pops here. This. All right. Number 2 is uppercut. Ready? Lunge uppercut. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sich, hachi, ku, ju. Good. And this, make sure it's coming out to your chin, back to a guard. Out to your chin, and back to your guard. And this is the Shiage. Okay? This little recoil that comes back here is my pop recoil. Okay? Number 3 is reverse punch. So with reverse punch, what we're going to do, even if we're in a Haikadachi, we're going to make sure we're getting our hips into it. Okay? So we're going to kind of lean a little bit extra just to make it more of a reverse punch. If you're circle stepping, don't worry about this. If you're not circle stepping, make sure you're doing this. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Good. Same thing. Number 4 is reverse uppercut. Good. So we're going to start with that. So same thing. You want to get, if you're not circle stepping, you want to get your hips into it a little bit. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Good. All right. Number 5 starts with our blocks. So we're going to start with our down block reverse punch to start. Everybody loves an audience. Ready? Ichi, ni, san, chi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Good, same thing. When I'm doing those down blocks, I want to make sure when it ends, it's about, if I stretch my hand out, okay, and I put my pinky finger right on my leg, where my thumb is where I want my hand to be. Okay? So when it comes out, it stops right there. Okay? My punch, same thing. It's going to have that little bit of a recoil if you're a purple belt or above. Okay? Number 6 is side block, reverse punch. So from here, side block, punch. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sich, hachi, ku, ju. Good. 7 is open hand side block, nukite. So if you're doing these with the circle steps, especially if you're my purple belts or above, make sure you're getting a little bit of your shoulder into there. These might be basics, but that's why we still practice basics. This is when we upgrade our stuff, we can upgrade when we're practicing too. Okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. You haven't learned it yet, and that's okay. So, open hand side block, nukite, upper body basic, number 7. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sich, hachi, ku, ju. Good. Remember that side block doesn't want to come out here. It wants to be along your shoulder. Okay? I want my thumb, if I have a mirror in front of me, I want my thumb to line up with the outside of my arm. Okay? I don't want to be going way out here because I don't need to block way out there. There's no reason to block out there unless they got something extra in their hand. Okay? If it's just a punch, I'm going to stop it here. Alright, number 8 is, alright, we're going to keep our hand open. Open hand head block, uppercut. So we're adding a couple things here. When I do my open hand head block, I'm blocking with my the muscle on the pinky side of my hand. Okay? So it's actually going to face away from me. If I'm looking up, I should see the back of my knuckles. Okay? Comes up, again, it's level with, the bottom of my hand is level with the top of my head. Okay? Open hand head block, uppercut. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sich, hachi, ku, ju. Good. Alright. Upper body basic number 9 is regular head block, reverse punch. Alright, nice and easy. Ready? Ich, ni. Now the head block on this one, I should look up and see my fingers, like in a fist. It's going to be in the same spot, up high, is my open hand head block here. But I'm blocking with my arm on this one. Okay? So I want to have my arm turned so that the muscle is the thing facing away from it. Ready? So it's here. Punch. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Sich. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. Now number 10 is adding in the nose bob. So it's just going to be head block, back by your ear, nose bob, punch. When you're doing your nose bob, remember, you want to hit down on the top of the nose, right here. So you're going to come out and down. It comes out this way, like you're knocking down. Alright, so if I had something on top, I'd hit down on it. Okay? Whereas if it was flat, I might slide. Okay? That's what I want. I want to be hit the bridge of my nose is a nice little shove. So when I hit that, I want to hit it down. Okay? That'll break it. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Alright. right now, Japanese word for head block is Jodan Uki. Jodan Uki. Good. Bringing it back, my nose bop, Japanese word for nose bop, is the same as back fist, which means if I hit you, you're aching. Good. So, Jodan Uki, you're aching. And my reverse punch starts with a G, Gyakuzuki. Gyakuzuki. This. So, Jodan Uki, you're aching, Gyakuzuki. Good. Alright, a couple more. Let's do number 11 is down block 5 punches. Good. So we're going to start. Now when we're doing this, the ki is on the first punch. This. So it goes us. Except you don't stop. So you kind of just rev right through it. Us. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. Alright, Japanese word for consecutive punches is Renzuki. Good. Alright. Make sure you're still trying to guess those out loud. If you don't know, you don't know. Remember it. Write it down in your notebook, which you should all have, and somewhere close to you, and then try to practice it, okay? The terminology, Japanese words and stuff like that are still going to be important, so you got to make sure you're practicing, okay? Number 12 is side block 5 punches. So the same thing as the first one. It comes from here, side block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ki is in the same place on the first punch. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. 13 is shooter down, shooter the jaw. Good. So from here, if you're under a green belt, so if you're a green belt, an advanced orange belt, an orange belt, or lower than that, you're gonna start up here. Shooter down in front of you, the shooter across comes around like this, like you're serving up a pizza. If you're above a green belt, it's going to be from here. You start with one hand up, it comes down, this one comes out, and it's like you're throwing a curveball. It's going to come around and whip at the last second and come down at an angle. So you're trying to hit down into the brachial artery right here. Brachial plexus, as it's called. Right? So we'll start up here for me. If you're an advanced student, you know what to do. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. Number 14. Push block 2 biggie punches. So, push across, biggie punch, biggie punch. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. Remember, it's that push. It pushes like a punch out of the way. And you're coming around, you're hitting them with your knuckles in the kidney and the solar plexus. This. Or, if they're still facing you, floating rim, floating rim. If you've never been hit there, it really sucks. Okay? So if they turn to punch, or if you punch and you knock it out of the way and they turn, you're gonna aim for their shoulder plex and their kidneys. If they don't turn, you're hitting them in the floating ribs. All right, so either way, you've got a good solid target. Okay. Last but not least, upper body basic number 15 is break the bear hug. Good. So with break the bear hug, what I want to do is I want to get in my cat stance. Okay, so I'm going to make an L. My belly button's over my back leg. I'm going to sit down in my stance, kick my hips back. My back hand comes up into my armpit, and my front hand comes up to throw their hands off. Okay, so from the front, it looks like this. From over here, it looks like this. All right, and my hips are actually the most important part, because if somebody's got me around the stomach, if they're trapping into me, my hips is gonna get them to move this way, just a little bit, to give you that space so you can breathe. And roll your shoulders at the same time so you can kind of break their arm, break their grip, okay? Not breaking their arm, but you breaking their grip so that you can get your hands up to throw them off and back to hit them with an elbow into the ribs, okay? All right, so this one, I'm gonna do a couple different angles. You can do them straight at the camera or phone or whatever it is you're watching. Just follow along. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Good. Alright, so that's all your upper body basics by number. If you are a green belt or higher, you should know what those all are. So if you've been doing this right, you've been calling them all out. If you didn't and you didn't know, be honest with yourself, be honest with me. Alright, that's what integrity is even when I'm not there watching you, you're doing the right thing because you know it's the right thing to do. 10 push-ups for everyone you didn't know. Okay? So if it's 150 push-ups, guess what you should practice? Knowing your basics by number. If you're not a green belt, don't worry about this yet. Okay? If you are a green belt, I'm watching you. Alright? Got spies everywhere. Whether you believe that or not, your parents will call me and tell me, oh, she missed like 12 of them. She only did 46 push-ups. Oh, I get to 411, so I'm watching you. Okay? Good. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move into some drills. Okay? So what I want to do is we're going to start off nice, easy with a chair drill. So you can do this with a chair, you can do this with a couch. If you're doing it with a couch, be careful, okay? A lot of people don't realize this, but there is wood and metal in the back of your couch. If you kick it in the wrong spot, usually between the cushions, all right, and the separating line, if you kick between the couch, there's usually wood or metal or some kind of structure there. And if you hit that and you're not ready for it, you will hurt yourself, okay? So if you're hitting your couch, make sure you're doing it in the middle of the cushion, okay? If you're using a chair, you're not going to hit anything, so you're fine, okay? So what we're going to do is some chair kicks. So we're going to start off nice and easy. We're going to start about this close, all right? I want just enough room that if I pick my foot up in front of me, if I pick my knee up in front of me, I'm not kicking the chair on accident already, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my knee up high, kick out, and we're going to do this slow. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set it down. Now we do it again. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure you have good balance, good precision. All right, so not a kick here and a kick here and a kick here and a kick here. That's bad precision. You want them all to be in the same spot. Okay, that's good precision. So you want them to be slow with good balance, good precision, so they're all going in the same spot. And you want to have good foot position at the end. If I throw my kick and it just kind of flaps, right? If I kick something hard, I'm going to hurt myself. Okay? If I turn this so that I'm actually kicking it, what I want when I kick is to kick with the ball of my foot. That's the bottom of my toes. Not the bottom of my whole foot, just the bottom of my toes. Okay? So what you're going to do is set up your chair or find your couch or however you want to do this. Alright? You're going to sit up nice and close to it. You're going to do 20 front kicks with each leg. Nice and slow. Picking it up, counting out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And you're going to do that with both legs. Okay? So 20 kicks, both legs. Pause the video. Come back when you're done. Okay, so now that you're done with that, what we're going to do is we're going to change it up and we're going to do side kicks. Now side kicks are even harder, okay? So I want to be just as close to the chair, if not just a little bit closer. For this one, it kind of makes it important that if I'm using a chair, that the back of the chair doesn't go any forward from my butt, okay? Because if I kick, my heel is going to kind of ride the back of this chair straight out, okay? So what we're doing, we're picking our knee up in front of us. We're going to kick out with the blade of our foot this time. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it in, set it down, okay? So it's the same drill, now it's a side kick. You want to make sure you kick with the blade of your foot, okay? For the blade of my foot, I'm actually hitting with more of my heel than my toes, okay? So if I'm kicking this chair again, okay, you can see through my dog, you're going to pick up, you're going to kick, and the part that you want to focus kicking with is this heel part right here, okay? If I kick with my toes, what happens, or what tends to happen, is I bend my foot. I'll bend my foot, and it'll hurt the tendons and ligaments in the back of my ankle. I don't want that. I want to hit with the heel part, but the side of my foot. Remember, for my older students, pressure equals force divided by area. So if I can get the same amount of force in a smaller area, right? If I can cut the area in half, I quadruple the force, okay? That's how it works. It's really cool how physics works, all right? So you can do that. You can do some math, figure that out if you want to, okay? But I want to hit with the side of the heel of my foot. It's going to be the part that I focus on. Now, parents, if you're watching your kids and they're helping them out, make sure their foot stays parallel to the floor. Okay, so when they're doing this kick, they want to kick sideways like this. Now, if you're a little bit taller like me, you got a short chair or whatever, you want to kick over the whole thing, cool, do it. Up, all the way out, all the way back, and back in. Okay, so we've got 20 kicks each leg, all right, and then we'll come back. All right, for this next one, it's going to be a little bit different, okay? So that is working on our control, and now we're going to add in some balance to it, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find yourself a couch cushion, okay? Couch cushion, or you can stand on a bed, or whatever you can find. What you want it to be is squishy but firm, okay? The cool thing about this is if I stand on one leg, you'll feel that you have to start wiggling your foot around quite a bit to maintain your balance. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, so what we're gonna do, find a couch cushion, find a couch that you can stand on, find a bed that you can stand on. Sometimes mom and dad aren't gonna yell at you on. Remember, if you're on your bed, don't wear your shoes. Nobody likes finding a rock in the middle of the night. All right, but you're gonna step on it in the middle. Okay, you're gonna pick up one foot. You're gonna bend your knee just a little bit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice some punches. Okay, so with one foot out on the ground, you're gonna be balancing. It's gonna be 2 punches. We're gonna start slow. Ichi, ni, san, shi. There we go. Go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna do sets of 2 punches. All right, you're gonna do 10 starting with one hand, 10 starting with the other. You're gonna do that 4 times. Okay, so 10 this way, 10 this way. That's 2, and then 3 and 4. Okay, so you're gonna do all that. Pause the video. Come on back when it's done. All right, for this last thing that we're gonna do today, all right, is going to be the same thing, except we're going to do front kicks. Okay? So we're going to stand on it. We're going to get our balance. All right? If you're falling over a lot, good. All right? That means you got to work on your balance, but this is how you do it. Okay? So you're going to pick up one leg. You're going to do a front kick. Front kick, and then set down your knee. Okay? I'm not setting down my foot. I'm just setting down my knee. Okay? So I'm getting some good reps on my front kicks, but I'm going to pick my knee up, kick, bring it back down. Bring it up, kick, bring it back down. Okay? So I'm going to do that again. It's going to be 10 with one side, 10 with the other. Bring it down, bring it up, front kick, bring it down, bring it up, front kick. Push. Alright. So work that out. 40 kicks with each leg. Pause the video. Come on back when you're done. Alright, for this last thing, what you're going to need is an old t-shirt or Kleenex or some kind of like cloth thing. If you got one of the Shiage Do towels, those are perfect. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your shirt, and now what we're going to do is a little bit of a speed control exercise. Alright? This is a little bit of our game for the day. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to hold it out. You're going to throw your punch, and then you got to try to catch it. Okay? So it's going to go like this. See how many times you can do it in a row without dropping it. Then try with the other hand. Remember to bring the hand that's punching comes out. This hand that's catching comes all the way back. Then you got to try to grab it. If you're looking for another challenge, you can do this. So what I'm doing is I'm holding onto it, coming back to my head, and then bringing out like I would be punching, but to grab. All right. That's working on my speed, okay? So if I've got it in my hand, comes back. If you want it to be a little bit harder, start at shoulder blades instead of shoulder. Let's try that. See how many times you can get it done in a row, all right? If you can do it more than 25, you're doing better than me because I'll drop it every time, all right? So good job. All right, with that, that's the end of our video class for the day. Thanks for joining on this Tuesday. If it's not Tuesday, thanks for joining us anyway. A couple of announcements. Number one, t-shirt contest, still on. We're still doing t-shirts. So if you got a design, you got lots of time to make a couple, send them to me. Email them or take a good quality picture with a phone and send it to me in a text message. That works. But I need to have them by midnight on April 3rd. What I'm going to do then is I'll get them all scanned in if they're not already. I've got a couple of them that are still paper forms from people who turned them in before all this nonsense. We'll get them all scanned in, and then I'll show you guys how to vote. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. We're still doing t-shirts. Okay, so even if this blows over in like 3 weeks, we'll still have the t-shirts out because I was on time this year. All right, if you don't think that's important, I do, and whatever, that's good enough for me. Lastly, for those of you who are not doing this every day, that's fine. My suggestion is try to come up with a karate routine. I talked about it yesterday if you saw that video, but I'm just going to touch on it again. Come up with a routine, whether it's every day, every other day. Set an alarm so that you know to start your stuff, so that you're doing it, and then you are getting back into the muscle memory of doing it all the time. Okay? This is a hard spot. Okay, this is a hard spot to be in because you don't have me yelling at you. You don't have your parents dragging you to class. We're not in a special place where you just do karate. We're in your living room, your bedroom, your backyard, places that you do other stuff in. Okay, so sometimes it's hard to focus on the fact that you need to be doing karate in that space. So set yourself some alarms, help yourself out. What I like doing is I have a whiteboard. This is how I cheat. This is how I know what it is that I'm talking about. This is how I know what I'm doing when I'm training. But that's how I get through my day. So I write it down. Okay, here are my warm-ups, here are my basics, here's what I'm doing, write them all down. When I'm doing that, even if it's as simple as you write them down on a piece of paper and just have your notebook where you can see it, okay? Giving yourself that opportunity to have a list of stuff that you have to get done and not giving yourself the option to not get it done, that's part of the key too, will help you stay in this, stay up with your karate, and keep it working along. Now remember, take videos of your stuff. When you're doing kata, when you're doing your basics, if you're a white belt, you gotta do your basics to semi. Send me video of you guys doing this stuff. We are still doing promotions, okay? So how it works is, you send me a video, I send it a big thing, it'll be on Facebook, say, congratulations everybody, blank made it to their blank blank. All right, white stripe, black stripe, new belt, whatever. All right, everybody will know about it, you get the kudos for it, and when we come back to class where I can actually see you and I can actually get at my stuff again, then I will be able to give it to you. Again, if you go so fast and so hard because you're practicing every day now, which is good, and I hope you are, if you're going through it like that, and you make it through multiple belts. Let's say you're a yellow belt now, you do all of Seisan, your Seisan looks awesome, you give it to me, I give you the kudos and the blessing, you make it to Seiun Chin, you make it all the way through Seiun Chin, I'm still giving you your advanced yellow belt, and then I will give you your orange belt too, okay? So when we come to class, you're not going to be cheated out of getting stuff, you're just going to have to wait until we get back to class to actually get it. The other thing I recommend doing is put on your gi. Sometimes all it takes is to get in the right mindset is to put yourself in your uniform, all right? Because what else do you do in your karate gi? Don't answer that. I know you guys screw around in them. I don't want to know about it. But karate in your karate gi, right? So if you're doing the practice or whatever, as long as you're not outside where it's muddy and garbagey and whatever, I mean, in that case, do whatever. But if you're inside and you're practicing, wear your karate gi. Sometimes it just helps that little bit of putting you in the right mindset. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for joining me. If you're not watching this and it's not Tuesday, happy whatever day it is. And I hope to see you guys again. You are dismissed. Peace.